there's only about a month and a half before I go to Disney. I got my pinkity drinkity, which means it's time for Disney Bucket List 2.0. My bucket list ideas and my laptop just for any other references, and a tripod that looks like it's about to fall over. So get ready for my 2019 CEP bucket list. This year I made the list on my phone, which is kind of dumb. I mean, like, kind of smart, because then I can like reference it during my trip. But also I need to look at my computer because today I also got my police check finally, which isn't a little bit late. It's not due in like 3 days. Don't mind me, I'm just a little bit of a procrastinator. It's week 10 at my school, which means all of my assignments are due in the next 2 weeks. No big. Okay, so let's start on this new bucket list. So, number 1 on my bucket list, which I should have just done last year, but I'm a complete and utter dunce, embroider my ears. Either the ones I get from Traditions or the ones that I get when I'm graduating. That's 2 sets of ears. I have 2 sets of ears that I could have easily embroidered, but no, I never. It is only like 7 or 8, maybe it's 15. Either 7, 8, or $15, so it's not that bad. And it's like it's a really great memory to have. So number 1 is post Traditions, get my name on my hat. Number 2, go to both water parks. So I somehow didn't end up going to any of the water parks when I went on my last program, which is really funny considering the fact that my roommate Annetta would go almost every week with my other roommate Hannah. So that's on me for just getting too preoccupied with the 4 core parks. And while I'm at these water parks, specifically at Blizzard Beach, moves us on to the 3rd out of my Disney bucket list, riding Summit Plummet. Now, I'm a pretty decent person when it comes to thrill rides, but I always want to give everything one shot. I don't think I'm going to enjoy it because it reminds me of Tower of Terror, and I absolutely hate Tower of Terror because I hate drops. So I guess this is probably the worst thing to do if you have a fear of drops, but if you want to get through everything at the Disney parks, you might as well. Number 4. Characters in Flight Balloon, Disney Springs. So if you don't know what the Characters in Flight Balloon is, it's literally the giant hot air balloon that's right over Disney Springs. And basically, I don't know, it's one of those experiences that I haven't actually done. I've never been in a hot air balloon before, and that's on my real life bucket list, so I think you'd be killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Number 5, turkey legs. So I should have separated this in order of food, attractions, like other things, but I'm a bit of a mishmashy sort of person. Very eclectic, if you will. So I want to eat a turkey leg. I haven't had a turkey leg. I didn't eat one on my last program, which is really weird because my family came to visit. My brother's favorite thing are turkey legs, but he didn't have one either, so. But I do want to have one because you can't go to Disney and not try one of the staple foods. And no, it's not emu legs. Ha 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 ha. Shout out Jenny Nicholson. If you know the video, you know the video. The next on my bucket list is to do a Dapper Disney Bound. So if you don't know what a Disney Bound is, first of all, look up Disney Bounding on Instagram. Second of all, if you don't know what Dapper Day is a day. Usually it's in April, but obviously I'm not going to be there till May, where people will dress up like their favorite Disney characters, but in like a 1920s to 1950s style. And I do have a Dapper Disney Bound planned, even though I'm not going to be going during the Dapper Day. I'm just going to go and be that person, be extra. But it's a Snow White Dapper Day outfit because I went to the thrift store to look for costume pieces for a show that I'm working on, and I found this blue dress with a yellow trim at the bottom, 1950s style A-line cut, and I have a red bow and the simple like winged eyeliner, red lipstick, kitten heel sort of look. It's the perfect Snow White Disney Bound, basically. The next thing on my bucket list is to eat at Cinderella's Royal Table. So I've never actually been to Cinderella's Royal Table. That and, if I butcher this, it's because I'm really bad at Norwegian names. Nope, I'm just gonna, those two, the 2 character dining where you meet the princesses. So I've only done Be Our Guest, and I've done other character dining, but I haven't really done one with princesses, and so it's either, I hear that Cinderella's Royal Table is better than acupuncture. You do meet more princesses at Acapulco, so I mean, to each your own. Okay, so the next 2 things are very similar, and they're kind of just basic Disney things. I want to go to the rope drops at every single park, so I wrote down MK and AK, Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom, because those 2 are my favorite parks, and I don't really see a purpose of going to rope drop for Hollywood Studios or Epcot. What are you gonna do? Ride Test Track at 10 a.m.? Though I'm pretty sure I'm going to be there during the Flower and Garden Festival again, which is fun. Flower It's true, I will be there for Flower Garden this time again. Yay! So I'm really hoping they have the violet lemonade because as someone who's not 21, again, because my birthday is 2 weeks after we come back, again, I will be able to drink around the world. But that does lead me to one of my next points: eat something in every country while watching everyone else drink around the world. And it really helps because Flower Garden Festival's going until June 3rd, which means I'll be able to have a lot more different things than I usually do. And I love Flower Garden. I was there last year for a bit of my program, and it was beautiful. I'm a big fan of flowers. I'm a huge gardening nerd who has no green thumbs, so all my plants are dying. I can see them off frame. It's a little bit sad, but I ultimately, I want to grow a garden, but like, this is a tangent that no one cares about. I really want to grow a garden, but I'm really bad at, like, if anyone has any gardening tips, send me a DM because I would love to hear how to keep my plants alive. I can only keep like my money plant who's living in the kitchen and not in my bedroom. Maybe it's my room that's just... Anyways, moving on. So another thing I want to do is get a photo on Main Street at night because I didn't do that. So a lot of this stuff is things I should have done last year that I haven't done. The one thing I do want to make sure I don't do this year is spend all of my money. For many, many reasons, mostly because I'm going into my 4th year at university and I need money to pay my rent from my apartment, also my textbooks, and everything else in my life. And my unhealthy addiction to bubble tea, so, or Starbucks. Not sponsored. Next thing I want to do, 4 parks, 1 day vlog. Now, I tried this last year and it didn't work. So I just need to do it earlier in my program where the lines won't be as long, so that way I can get more done in 1 day and maybe take caffeine pills / drink an energy drink, because by halfway through the day I'm so exhausted that I need to sleep. But if I can power through that, I think it'll be fine. Next thing I want to do that was on my bucket list last year, if you watched that, get a pearl picked in Japan. That's the one thing I didn't do last year that was definitely on my bucket list, other than the 4 parks 1 day thing. Like I said in that video, my mom got a pearl picked out when we went to Disney as a family back in who knows when, 14. I'm not someone who wears too many pearls, but I do wear a lot of rings. But I do want to get another one to add to my collection. I love my rings, and I wear them almost every single day, and it's super weird if I don't because I fidget with them, so another ring. The next thing is go eat dinner at Le Cellier, which is the Canadian restaurant in Epcot, if you didn't know that for some reason. Now, a lot of people went last Canada Day. I don't know why I didn't go with them because I really should have. So I think this year we've made a reservation for Canada Day already, if I'm not mistaken. I could be very wrong. But hopefully we did, because that'd be so much fun to be with my Canadian CPs. I'll put a picture up right here of us last year at the on Canada Day. It was really, really fun. We all sang O Canada. I sang it in French. I don't actually know the words to the French O Canada. I took French for over 10 years. Next, I want to meet all the princesses because I definitely didn't do that last time. I met most of them, to be fair. I met Elsa, Anna, Tiana. Maybe I didn't meet as many princesses as I thought I did. The next one, really important. See every single new Disney movie that comes out this summer. There is a slew of blockbuster hits about to smack these theaters, starting with Adventures of Infinity War Endgame, which I'm going to see before I leave, but then I'm going to also see it while I'm there because I'm the biggest Marvel stan you know. I have my Infinity War shirt prepped up, my pajama shirt for what team I was on during Civil War. Bam, Captain America. My favorite Avenger is Doctor Strange or Peter Parker. I'll take my pick, but I absolutely love Benedict Cumberbatch. Love him since Sherlock. I love him since before Sherlock. We got Endgame. We got Aladdin. We got Toy Story 4. We got The Lion King. I'm gonna see all of them, obviously. I think there's like a discount if you buy like a there's a whole thing. There's a movie theater in Disney Springs. I'm very excited for all of these movies, like you don't understand. I just got a Tinder message from the guy who called me Cinderella because I have 3 rats. The next one is part of the CEP, DCP sort of exchange idea, and I want to do a volunteers excursion. So through the dorms website, which is what we use to register for our housing and classes, etc., etc., they have these excursions optionally to go to the the Orlando community and help out in a certain area, and I wanted to be part of one of those. It's good to give back, especially in a place that you're not really familiar with, and it's always good to help people. So I want to go and have a little bit of fun trying to spread some positive cheer. But my final thing, which I did see last year, I was working that day, but my leaders let me go and watch them, was the 4th of July fireworks. Now I actually happened to be working both July 3rd and 4th, which are the 2 days that those fireworks happen. But I was fortunately lucky enough to work in Magic Kingdom in Frontierland, right where DJ Big Al's was happening right above Prairie Corner, and lucky for me, I was in the Big Al's rotation. Now, none of that will make sense to you if you don't work in Frontierland, you don't know how the rotation schedule works, but for my first 4th of July one, I was lower, which isn't as cool because you can't really see the fireworks from down there. But my roommate Kristen was working on it that day because she picked up a shift. So we stood at the edge where Splash Mountain was and we could see all the fireworks around us, which was really, really cool. 4th of July itself, which blocked out all the days for cast members, I was lucky enough to be working down in Upper Frontierland, which I guess up in Upper Frontierland, at what is Big Al's, which is our outdoor vendor. And because they have like the DJ booth set up above where the Bridges to Adventureland, I think, yeah. Bridges to Adventureland, the whole like square was a little dance floor and there was a DJ, and so us trying to sell our merch but also have a good time, we lit up the whole thing with like globe necklaces and like laser, that's called like lightsaber things. We had our glow in the dark Mickey ears, and me and a few of my coworkers, I'll post a picture of it here, we're all hopping and jamming along. Some of the entertainment leaders thought it was a little bit loony because I was just like but it was a whole lot of fun, so if I could, I would love to see the 3rd of July fireworks because I won't be able to see the 4th of July ones. And probably in the same spot because if I can get there, I'll do it. I love seeing the fireworks from different areas of the Magic Kingdom because they're always magical no matter where you are, but Frontierland was my home last year, so I kind of want to sit there again. So that finishes my specific to-do list bucket list. And just looking at the one that I was looking at, which is a super long Ultimate DCP bucket list from Savannah's Fairy Tale, a story of a 2017 World Disney World DCP cast member, which I will link in the description as well. I'm scrolling down all the way to outside of Disney. So I think I'm going to buy an annual pass to Universal this time. Last time I only bought a 1 day, which is fun because I did go on most of the stuff there except for that one with a really steep drop, which I'll never go on. But they are opening the new Hagrid's ride while I'm in Florida, so I might as well go. I am a huge Harry Potter fan. I bought my wand last time I was there. I want to get a Harry Potter sweater. I want to take a lot of character photos down while I'm at Universal too because I didn't do that at all last time, which is kind of stupid. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Become a wilderness explorer. I didn't even think about this until just now, but that'd be really, really fun just to go see different parts of Animal Kingdom that I don't usually step into. Especially because when you're at Animal Kingdom, sometimes it feels like you're going to be dragged around to the big ticket items, like Pandora, which by the way, can't wait to go back. Ooh, I can't wait to ride those rides, can't wait to have that food. It's my most excited bucket list item is making my roommate gifts. I haven't started and I know my roommates definitely have. Like I said, I'm a big procrastinator, but I do have an idea and I do have a plan. It just takes a lot of execution and I need to be home in Oakville to do that. I'm currently in my apartment in Kingston, so when I get back to Oakville in like 2 weeks, then I'll get cracking on these pro. So that concludes my Disney Bucket List 2019 2.0, I guess, whatever I called it at the beginning. If you have any recommendations or things you want to see me do while I'm on my Disney College program, please comment them down below. If you want to follow my Disney adventure and my adventure going into Disney, please you should follow my Instagram and check me out on Twitter. I don't tweet that much, and when I do, it's pretty funny. And I do post on Instagram quite frequently, whether it be on my stories or my satirically funny posts about my makeup. If you ever want to see a makeup tutorial, also let me know. I'm really considering doing one before my program. I think I'm going to do that. So if you want to see anything, you want to like, comment, and subscribe. By the way, I hit 100 subscribers. Heck yeah, I didn't think I'd get there here, which is really funny because it's only 100 people. But that's like about as many people as in my program. So take that as you will. Also, shout out if you remember last year's bucket list video because I think I'm wearing this exact same thing. I really was wearing this sweater last year. Man, why did I do that?